Instead of watching nothing but manifestation videos, try this identity shift rooted in the teachings of Neville Goddard, and this is when you will begin to see amazing changes happening in your life very, very quickly. Try this now. Now, of course, learning manifestation techniques is incredibly helpful and beneficial, but the biggest thing that we want to make sure that we're doing is that we are not just consuming this content and learning this information in theory, but start actually applying these techniques to our life. And of course, you can do these manifestation techniques and you can see some great results, but sometimes it can be tricky to get things to work, because sometimes some people will say, these affirmations don't work, or I've tried this, it doesn't work, I've tried that, it doesn't work, and it's difficult to get into a routine and make these become a habit. Or what we also have in our mind is we have a lot of thoughts and beliefs rooted in the programming that we've had when growing up that makes us think that we are lacking things in our life and that we're always lacking, or that we are not good enough, or that we have to work harder to achieve more. All of the emotional baggage that we can carry from the experiences that we've had in our life that we've not healed from, and the influence of other people, can all hinder us and prevent us from actually A, making these manifestations actually come into our life, and B, being consistent with the practices. So the biggest thing to take away from this is, yes, all these techniques are helpful, but instead of having our identity as who we are, which is nothing but a bunch of programs and learned behaviors that we've had growing up based on the environment and the people around us, instead of maintaining that identity and trying to do these manifestation techniques to manifest something that I don't have, the biggest thing that we can do to make the most profound shifts and the quickest is to make an actual identity shift. We can begin to break away with the identity of the story of who I am, of my life and what I've experienced, break away from all of that and make a clean slate. Then we have less resistance in our subconscious mind, less self-sabotaging behaviors, and less blockages actually coming up that would prevent our manifestations from happening. We actually free ourselves from the shackles of our past. Of course, in the teachings of Neville Goddard and the law of assumption, it's assuming the feeling that what you want to manifest is already real, paying no attention to the circumstances, because it isn't the circumstances, it isn't your environment that is manifesting your life. The environment and the circumstances around you are based on what you have manifested, intentionally or unintentionally. We manifest based on our beliefs, because we manifest through our feeling state. And it's all electric magnetic energy. We're all electric magnetic beings. And it's our thoughts and our feelings that make a vibration. When the electrical component of the thoughts comes together with the feeling, which is the magnetic, that creates an energy blueprint and a vibration that goes out to the world around us, to the environment around us, and of course by universal law we get experiences that reflect that vibration back to us in physical circumstances. So if we don't change the thoughts and the beliefs, therefore the feelings and the perceptions that we have inside, if we can't get past the identity where we have ourselves locked in, then it's very difficult to make an affirmation work. It's very difficult to manifest something just like that if we are still rooted in our old identity and of the traumas that we've experienced. So you want to start shifting your perspective of who you are. So instead of making a list, or instead of thinking of all the things that you want to manifest in your life and all the things that you want to change, start writing down or start affirming who you want to be. Not thinking about the possessions, the objects and the circumstances, because all that will come as you shift your perspective. They are all still valid. We're not rejecting them. What we're wanting to do here is make the priority of shifting your identity as to who you think you are. Because if you have programs in your subconscious mind that's coming out in the form of habit patterns, behaviors, and you have a perspective that you are not good enough, for example, or that you are so identified in the feeling of lack, that you are lacking money, you are lacking great health, you are lacking love and appreciation and acceptance from others. If you are so rooted in the identity of who you are and your personality, that that's who you are, and you can't release that resistance or let the idea go, you're not going to be able to get past that subconscious program of saying you are good enough, I have money, I am worthy, unless you can let go of the old beliefs and the old identity. If you make an identity shift and you realize that you are an unlimited being of love and light, that you are a conscious creator, capable of creating everything that you want in your life for your highest and best, and not only that, as you raise your vibration and shift yourself up in your emotional state and your vibrational state, you have the power to help others around you and make a positive difference to your environment. Your baseline perception of who you are is going to automatically transcend all of those limiting beliefs in lack and not being good enough. And you're immediately going to receive without effort all the abundance that you wanted anyway, without making them your priority. If you make your priority to align with your higher self, to align with your highest and best and your greatest good, whatever that may be, you are naturally going to be stepping into the alignment perspective of abundance, of love, of peace, tranquility, and healing. And consequently, as you shift yourself, you raise your consciousness, you lift your vibration, your baseline emotional state is that much higher. You are therefore going to naturally, without you even trying, to start manifesting experiences that match that vibration. See, what we need to remember, I say this a lot on this channel, everything is energy and frequency. Everything is vibration. And what we put out into the environment around us is what will come back to us as experience. We've heard a lot of this in the talks of karma, what goes around comes around. But actually what you put out is what gets reflected back. And it's all electric-magnetic energy. And remember, the thoughts are the electrical components and the feelings are the magnetic. So if you couple a thought with a feeling and you focus on that, that's what's going to be the strongest imprint that's going to affect your reality. So if you do have still the limiting beliefs of your past holding you back, then that's going to be the dominant vibration you're going to be putting out there. That's going to be the dominant frequency that you're putting out. If you feel that you're so consumed with your lack and need, you're going to keep manifesting experiences that reflect that lack and need. If you begin to shift your identity to tuning into your higher self and your greatest good, then you're going to start falling into the natural vibration of abundance, of being unlimited, because that's who we are inherently. When we think we are perceiving lack, we're actually perceiving abundance in the form of lack, because that's the label that we've given it. The universe is naturally abundant, so whatever we affirm as being true, we're going to receive abundance of it regardless. It's just if we keep affirming and believing that we are lacking, we're going to be shown nothing but lack to confirm that we are experiencing lack. But we're getting an abundance of it. If you change the word lack to actual abundance or money or health or prosperity with that same feeling and power behind it, then you will start getting nothing but health, nothing but money, nothing but prosperity. You just change the label. So when you are experiencing lack, you're not really experiencing lack. You're receiving abundance. You're just receiving abundance of the thing you call lack. So we want to make that identity shift. So start focusing on connecting to your higher self. What is it? Who do you want to be? Make it a priority to shift your identity first. This is where the dark night of the soul and the inner work may come in, and healing the inner child. You want to look at what are your limiting beliefs that you are currently holding on to. What self-sabotaging behaviors do you have? What areas of your life aren't working? And you want to first begin healing by letting go of the emotional baggage, by letting go of the issues from the past, and be open and willing to accept that there is a part of you, the greater part of you, who you really are, your higher self. That part of you is already connected to everything that you want to manifest and more. All we want to do in this life form is align with our natural vibration, align ourselves with our higher self. Imagine living a life where every decision that you make is for your highest and best, and you can't go wrong. So instead of focusing on everything that you want to manifest all the time, start focusing on identifying who you want to be, who you truly are, and step into that vibration of who you really are. Start acting and feeling like you are the person that you want to be. Make that identity shift, with always having your intention being an alignment for your higher self and your greatest good. And when you do that, you will naturally find that you'll begin to work on letting go of any emotional baggage from the past, letting go and being willing to release any limiting behaviors and habits that you have, and starting to heal the inner child within. If you can focus on making this identity shift, you will find that all the other things that you want to manifest will come effortlessly and more, because in a sense you are prioritizing your state of being, the level of your consciousness and your vibration and your soul's evolution before all of that other stuff. If you naturally step into abundance, step into your own divinity, everything else has to follow. If you feel that you would like some guidance on how to let go of the limiting behaviors that you may have picked up over your lifetime, or how to clear that emotional baggage and self-sabotaging behavior to step into that vibration of your higher self, I do offer one-to-one coaching programs where a lot of my clients have had great success in having the tools and the techniques to let go of the emotional baggage and the habits that's been holding them back for so long, and they are now claiming their power back and stepping into the vibration of their higher self. If you feel that you are interested in working with me on a one-to-one basis, I do offer a free 20-minute discovery call. You can click the link in the description down below, and it will take you to my Calendly page where you can just book a date and a time that's suitable for you and for me, or book it in our calendars, and we can have a free 20-minute call. We can have a friendly chat about what it is that you feel drawn to work on, and we can see what plan we can put together, and if it resonates, we can work together. And if you are interested in learning more techniques rooted in the teachings of Neville Goddard and the law of assumption, check out this video up here, and this will give you a step-by-step process of how you can manifest a call or manifest your specific person in as little as 30 seconds. Try it now.